One of the main causes of salinity is waterlogging. First, land is cleared for crops to grow.
The ordinal numbers are first, second, third, fourth, and so on. These ordinal numbers can be used as adjectives to form phrases describing order. We can either just start the sentence with first comma, second comma, or we can use them in phrases like these. The first step is. The second stage begins when. The third part is. We can also add ly to ordinal numbers to make adverbs. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, etc. Using these words is a very common and simple way of ordering stages in a process. You can also use them to organise any group of ideas, examples or points in an argument. Another type of transition signal she uses is time phrases.
Gradually, over a number of years, the earth gets wetter and wetter.
Gradually, over a number of years, the earth gets wetter and wetter. The phrase gradually, comma, over a number of years, comma, tells us that this part of the process takes place gradually, slowly, over a number of years, over many years. It is a long, slow process. Over a number of years is a time phrase. Using time phrases helps to make the descriptions of processes clearer. Other useful time phrases you might come across are at this stage, during this process, after several days. All of these phrases tell us when or for how long that stage in the process takes place. Listen again.
Then the water table starts to rise to the surface. As it rises, it dissolves the tons of salt stored in the soil.
She says, as it rises. The word as tells us that two actions are taking place together or simultaneously. While the water table is rising to the surface, it dissolves the salt. Other phrases indicating two actions taking place at the same time could be at the same time, meanwhile. There are some other adverbs you can use as transition signals. Which ones were used in the passage? Listen.
Now, instead of trees pumping the water out of the ground and keeping the salt stored, whatever water the crops don't use percolates down into the soil. Gradually, over a number of years, the earth gets wetter and wetter, and eventually it waterlogs. Then the water table starts to rise to the surface. As it rises, it dissolves the tons of salt stored in the soil.
She uses the adverbs now, eventually, then, and lastly. These all help to order events. There are many other adverbs to choose from. Make sure you use a wide variety of them in your writing and speaking, rather than just repeating the same ones. Others include finally, subsequently, later, afterwards. Okay, we're going to finish today by looking at some pronunciation. There are a number of English words that can be used as both nouns and verbs. However, in many cases, the pronunciation of these changes.